They Not Like Us, the record-breaking diss track aimed at Drake, has been already solidified as possibly the greatest diss track of rap's 50-year history. But with all the hoopla over Drake's alleged underage fetishes and his Ozempic cravings, I feel the message of They Not Like Us is being lost.
Sometimes you gotta pop out and shimmy. Say ho.
This FBA anthem has spread like wildfire all across the world, without many addressing the question, who is they?
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
Now, when attempting to summarize whom is being referred to as they, this question easily begins and ends with Drake and his OVO colleagues. Though this video, we will talk about who else can be labeled as they when saying they not like us. And we will do this by breaking down the references made in this track by Kendrick Lamar himself. Why you probably have heard many reactions and breakdowns to this song, there are some huge facts being overlooked for the simple reason of just enjoying the song. But there is a message to it, a deep message with a twist that I will reveal in the end. But first, do me one small favor and apply pressure to that subscribe button. Yes, apply pressure to that subscribe button.
Man down, call like amber lamps, tell them breathe, bro.
What seems like a simple line to many actually has a layer to it. Not only does Kendrick establish his cultural presence with this line being amber lamps. Amber lamps is a distorted version of the word ambulance, which can be heard at times from some of our aunties, uncles, and even some crackheads.
Ambulance! Where the ambulance? Why the man body still right there?
And even some of our aunties and uncles who are crackheads have used this pronunciation. But this also could be referring to Cameron saw amber lamps.
Oops, here come the sirens.
Cameron being used as a subliminal makes sense because Cameron was heavily favored toward Drake at the time of the recording of They Not Like Us.
I don't know, man.
What do you think?
I think Drake is winning. Euphoria didn't really it didn't really move
While
me.
this theory is as entertaining as this song that we're making an entire video about, Kendrick is in the season of naming names, so I would not clearly place Cameron in the box as they, simply due to the fact that this can be taken as a jab or even just a backslap. But within a few bars later, Kendrick begins to clearly mark who can be included as they. Jabroni-ass niggas trying to see Compton.
What's up with these jabroni-ass niggas trying to see Compton?
Obviously, Drake here is being mentioned as a culture vulture. In the show, Always Sunny in Philadelphia, there's a character that goes by the name of Mac that always used the term jabroni when speaking upon people that are not familiar with the culture of Philadelphia.
Doing out here? Don't worry about it, bro. You can't be out here swinging hockey sticks. You're not even supposed to be out here without skates. Get out. Out! Okay. Leave it.
You know what, Charlie? I think he's right, dude. Only a couple of jabronis come out here without skates on. I gotta do this thing in skates, man.
Stop you, though?
Yeah.
You keep using this word jabroni, and it's awesome.
What's up with these jabroni-ass niggas trying to see Compton?
So Kendrick in this line makes it clear, anyone that's culture appropriating can rightfully be included when referring to them as they. He also takes a shot at the entire industry and boils it down to a anyone can get it tirade.
The industry can hate me, fuck them all and they mama. How many options you really got? I mean, it's too many options.
The main angle used to strangle Drake's image to the point where his endorsement ability may forever be depleted has undoubtedly been the accusations of Drake being involved in PDF or even grooming.
Say Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block 1.
Not only does Kendrick dive into this topic with this bar, but he also mentions an OVO member, Baca.
And Baca got a weird case. Why is he around? Certified lover boy, certified pedophiles.
Travis Savory, also known as Baca Not Nice, was charged with trafficking and SA in 2014 The trafficking case was dismissed due to the victim refusing to testify, making Baca the second clear indicated target outside of Drake who can be included in the term of they.
OVO, the other vaginal option.
Kendrick states the obvious by including Drake's entire entourage in this line, while the obvious that all OVO members would be included as they. In this line, he takes a Bohemian Grove reference to label what the term OVO stands for. This term, other vaginal options, references a dark world of the Bohemian Grove with rumors of child sacrifice, branch under the nose, and satanic worship, all which can be included in the term they. In the second verse, Kendrick makes an interesting observation. He states how Drake can manipulate the audience, but they are not as idiotic as his arrogance equates.
Go. The audience not dumb. Shape the stories how you want. Hey Drake, they're not slow.
But what makes this interesting is he could have used the word we here, but instead decided to use the word they. This indicates that while the world is the audience to this beat that they are participating in, the entire audience is not like us. Some of them are they.
Go. The audience not dumb. Shape the stories how you want. Hey Drake, they're not slow.
Be mindful of this, as we will address this point again in a minute.
I'm glad D-Rose came home. Y'all didn't deserve him neither.
DeMar DeRozan, an NBA All-Star who played for the Toronto Raptors from the 2009 season all the way until 2018 when he left. DeMar, who is also from Compton, happens to be from a Crip neighborhood, which to some would make him an obvious op to Kendrick, who is also from Compton, but from a Piru neighborhood. Well, those who know about LA gang politics understand when a hit such as They Not Like Us takes the entire world by storm, as long as the track makes no reference or slander to other gangs or what they call set tripping, the entire city will back this artist, regardless of gang ties, which you can observe when noticing Crips sea-walking to a song made by Compton Piru. Nothing to see here. But what makes this line interesting is Kendrick refers to Toronto as y'all.
I'm glad D-Rose came home. Y'all didn't deserve him neither.
Y'all, which is parallel to they, making Toronto, once again, an indicated target of they. Well, let's see. How does Toronto feel about this?
Devil is a lie. Here's 69 God.
A simple slogan from Kendrick elopes a slew of information. He refers to Drake as a 69 God. When doing a deep dive, 69 is an ambiguous reverse sexual position. Reverse God could be established here because the line before K-Dot says the devil is a lie. He could also be referring to the rapper 6ix9ine, who was accused of similar stuff as Drake. So, along with PDFs, you can also place Satanists and atheists in this category. I would include atheists because he said the devil is a lie. Well, what's the greatest lie the devil ever told? That he doesn't exist. Next, now in the third verse, Kendrick makes his biggest declaration of who they can be labeled as when he dedicated an entire verse to this description.
Once upon a time, all of us was in chains. Homie still double down, calling us some slaves. Atlanta was the mecca, building railroads and trains.
He starts by stating how we were all once in chains. Some will go on to say he's referencing the fact that all races at some point on this earth were slaves. But this theory gets terminated in his next two lines, saying that Atlanta was the mecca of building railroads and trains. He makes it clear he is specifically speaking on America's history of slavery, where the indentured servant system was replaced with a system that demoted only blacks to being enslaved. Take that line and couple it to when Kendrick says, all of us was once in chains. He makes it clear that this is a track meant for FBA. K-Dot would go on to liken Drake's actions with Atlanta rappers to those of the settlers, white settlers to be exact, who were taking advantage of the town folks of Atlanta who carried the workload.
In the 35 years before the Civil War and the end of slavery, railroads in every southern and border state, with the possible exception of Delaware, routinely used slave labor.
He then punctuates this with the line, "You're not a colleague, you're a fucking colonizer."
You run to Atlanta when you need a few dollars. No, you're not a colleague, you a fucking colonizer.
That places anyone without a similar history of being robbed by American white settlers to be included in the term they. Now, one point that I have to make is this line here.
One, hey Drake, they're not slow.
Kendrick makes it clear when he refers to they as the audience that though you may not be like us, you still don't have to be like him, as in Drake. And as long as you are in fact not like him and not trying to be like us, you can be like us and just enjoy this song and cry or laugh at the fact that Drake probably will never be the powerhouse he once was because he mastered culture appropriation. And just know, culture appropriating a song meant to destroy the entire belief of culture appropriation is just as funny as me using this dumbass voice
for almost the entire video. So who do you see as they? Tell me in the comments section. Well, anyways, you know how we like to end our videos over here at Moxy Approved, right? With that water. I see you here next time on Moxy Approved.